Is it recording? Welcome to 1407 Great Malkin Lane. This is the living memory of the X-Men. Never let anyone tell you different. This is going to be a little kind of a weird one. If you already saw my review of earlier this week, I'm going gorilla with it. This book was good, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? I'm excited.
Yeah, man, that book was great. It was fantastic.
I mean, just one X book, and they knocked it out of the park. I mean, after that abortion we had called New Mutants, it's not New Mutants. It's not New Mutants anymore. It's wild.
Or Judgment Day.
So
that whole botch mess.
Oh God, that was. And we still have one more left. One more.
Yeah. At least that's
and once again, the Eternals will prove that they do not matter.
Fair. Though I'm always a supporter of a hot goddess, you know.
Right. Oh yeah. No, the design was flawless. I just like the ending where like they revealed what they do, and they think, oh, if we're up front with everybody, they're gonna accept. They'll see it. They're like, fuck you, bro. You killed my grandma. You don't know, but I don't know, baby. Just all right, but we're here to talk about X-Men Red. Al Ewing, how did you feel about it, bro? I mean, just let me know.
No Storm, which is always kind of disappointing, but fantastic issue. Cable is always a great lead. And I don't really know what he's
absolutely.
I don't really know
totally.
I don't know how Cable's operating right now. I don't know how he's going to take on this whole plan. He says he's going to go the long way around. I don't know what that means.
Right.
Does that mean time travel?
I think he wants to know. No. I think he wants to figure out what she's doing while they're working with her. Like that, they just want to know what she's doing, and then they want to figure out what they're going to really do about it. Because, yeah, her claws went in deep. Like she went in like, damn.
I don't know what she's done wrong yet. Yes, she's working for Orcus, but she hasn't.
Oh no. Right.
Orcus hasn't tacked a Krakoa yet, So I don't know what she's done wrong yet.
Well,
I don't know.
Orcus is always trying. No, because she all this is part of her plan. She's not trying to help humanity. She's not trying to help mutant kind.
There we go.
She just wants. She doesn't even care. Oh, Silver.
How's it going? I can't believe I didn't know you guys started without me. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
sorry. we.
Oh, it's okay. No,
we just did.
We were so excited to talk about this. That's my fault.
That's fine.
But
yeah, I've been gone a little bit.
MJ, as you were.
Yeah. So yeah, it just
continue.
I don't really. So I brought up the fact that I don't really understand what Cable's plan is. He says they're going to do the long way around. Is that time travel? Is that like? I don't know what that means.
Maybe they might anything.
Yeah, maybe they might mean like they're going to kill her, but yeah, it could just be a while till they kill her, or they're going to kill her in a way to where like they won't be able, won't be able to, like they'll kill her to a way she'll stay dead, and like Arakko or Krakoa won't be able to bring her back, so she'll stay dead.
Yeah. Also, can we point out how what she did, the whole thing with She's the one who told the Skrulls about the Kree. No, she told the Kree about the Skrulls, and they just sent like a wet works team to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And the Shi'ar was like, "Hey, yeah, we did. And what?"
I didn't really like that. Like, how did she
No,
find out?
they
We
won't.
had to go on a massive mission with the Marauders. The Marauders had to travel through time and do a bunch of crazy shit to get that information. How did she get it?
True.
Maybe she's a spy. Oh, maybe she's a spy in the Marauders.
She has spies everywhere.
Well, that and just the fact that she worked for Sword before, like before Sword was Alpha Flight. Sword was all about knowing those kind of secrets. So like she might that might be how she it's interesting because she really is pretty much, it's like she's supposed to be like SHIELD, but for space. So that would be up her alley to know those kind of things. So I'm not too surprised. I mean, I'm not too surprised, or I don't really call into question when she finds out stuff like that. It would be nice to know exactly how she did it, but I'm not too surprised when she knows things like that.
Fair. Bit of a MacGuffin.
Absolutely.
But...
Oh, definitely.
Oh, also, did you guys pick? Oh, did you guys pick up that little back and forth between Frenzy and Pop? I can't say his name.
Yeah,
the Skrull
the
diplomat.
Skrull. Yeah, and then Mentallo too.
No, I didn't pick it up. What happened?
It seemed like Frenzy and the Skrull that's representing the Super Skrull, like it seems like they were flirting. And so Mentallo, and then Mentallo says specifically, "Are they flirting? Oh my God, you don't think that he like morphs into Scott Summers, do you?" Like,
I remember him saying that. Oh, that was okay. I do remember,
which is funny too, because like I think it's interesting because that's actually a cut to it was Age of X, like when with Legacy, back when Rogue was called Legacy. So I think that's interesting that that's canon. We're gonna keep that through line all the way.
Well, no. Well, Al Ewing, he referred to it a couple other times. Like Frenzy told Cable that if something, I would be your stepmother. Damn. So I'm glad they come back to it. Al Ewing is the king of continuity. Him and Mark Waid.
I would say
I love it.
See, because Al Ewing was. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, okay, keep going.
I was saying Al Ewing also made a cool reference. I believe it was Magnum PI, but I think something like that. But he made a reference to that because Sunspot and Cannonball, you get us to watch that way back in the early
Claremont,
the early way back then. I was like, holy crap!
Attraction to aliens, though, it's kind of a weird concept.
He's a fan, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So attraction to aliens, though, it's a little
cool
bit of pansexual, but also a little bestiality.
I think I suppose so. Like bestiality is weird because it's like you're attracted to animals, but like we are animals in ourselves. I think ultimately, if you're attracted to an alien, I think the best way to categorize it would be like pansexual, I guess.
No, but
that's like the best thing. I can
cross person. You could be attracted, but like if you're attracted to like
cross-sexual,
like if you're attracted to like lizard skin on a person, like that's clearly kind of bestiality.
That's a fetish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
because then I don't know. I don't know. Like lizard people. Yeah, people of the people who prefer those of the furred variety. I don't know. Like just it gets into interesting.
I fully admit that I'm into bestiality a little bit because I'm into I'm into furry ears. That's a fact. If a girl has cat ears, I'm into it, and that is.
But here's my thing though. But not all cat ears have fur on them though.
That like naked cats? Like ew. They're like
well, I like how that's ew. You understand that regular girls have naked ears.
That's the line.
Fair.
That's the line he won't cross.
I know that's where it's weird.
I love it.
That's where it grosses him out.
I've seen naked.
Okay. No, but also.
Go ahead.
No, but guys, when we found out that Brand was behind Vulcan coming back,
that was cool.
Wow.
I'm not too surprised about that.
Like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
she's being played. Like, how can she think the Stellaris dude, super powerful, controls these prime genitors? I have no idea what the hell
Yeah,
they
the
are, but they
progenitors.
seem
Yeah.
powerful. He seems really
Pro-
powerful.
Project
She's like playing the
progenitors.
move.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Yeah, something like that.
She wants to be Nick Fury so bad.
Right. The progenitors are pretty much like they're pretty much the Celestials for the crap, what are they called? They're pretty much the Celestials for the Kree. So for the Kree and the Inhumans, funny enough.
In the Eternals, right?
No, Eternals, that's the Celestials.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Like, see, all these useless groups that we don't care about, who are not interesting. They all get lumped together.
Definitely makes him powerful though. It sucks that the prime whatevers are being used as a just a MacGuffin to make him more powerful.
Right.
But they didn't mean anything to begin with. So it'll be interesting to see if he has any alternative motives with Vulcan. Like, is there like a code I almost said 69. What is
Code 66.
66? Yeah, fine.
I think it was 66, right?
Yeah. Order 66. Yeah.
Oh, also, did you guys catch that Korra and Weaponless Zen are sisters?
Yeah.
And that the Fisherman King is their dad?
Yeah. They kind of, I think they pretty much said that in the last what's it called? The last X-Men Red.
They kind of teased it. They didn't come out and straight up.
Oh, okay.
They kind of teased it. They said that Weaponless
I just
Zen
want to know what happened.
Weaponless Zen said that her sister smells like roses, and then we met the teleporter, and every time she teleports, it smells like roses.
Yeah.
It's better than Nightcrawler every time he
also
teleports.
like the fact that apparently Weaponless Zen also is attracted to Warpath. So I thought that was not that. I got Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
Yeah.
And the Iraqis have lost so many people. They're just adopting everybody.
Yeah. So they adopted Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, Nova?
Yeah.
Like, why is Nova there? I'm like,
well, because they said specifically he basically said like because they said he fought hard and fought well, pretty much like now he earned his right to be called an Iraqan.
Yeah, but even before that, he was given a Storm or someone gave him a place on Araco, and it just didn't make any sense. It's kind of just like, we have no comic we can put this guy in. Let's just throw him into an X.
I will say it's weird because like I think that would have been like a better, especially when they're kind of writing for what they've been kind of hinting at and writing for Sunfire. I think that would have been a better spot for him.
Oh yeah. Where is Sunfire anyway? I mean, I know he's
exploring. Like he said,
he's
on Araco
traveling
somewhere.
the galaxy right now.
Yeah, so he's on Araco somewhere. He said that he's just going to keep exploring. I'm like, well, that's an interesting concept. That's like, but I'm just like, is that leading anywhere? Because like, unironically, like Cable's group right now, that would actually be a good place for him because they literally are like hopping as far as they can to places.
I like when they give them. So when we
also
lose a team and we gain a new one, I like that they give the old team a purpose, even if it's kind of bullshit. But it is. So for him, the idea for him was he wants to be the human that travels the furthest by himself.
Right.
So he's however far he can travel by himself with his own power. That's kind of cool. He'll be in the history books type stuff, but ultimately useless and pointless.
Oh, okay.
So a couple
all right, I'm looking it up. Because of Sunfire's powers, he can emit his own oxygen field.
Yeah.
Meaning he can survive in space by himself.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. I think funny enough, I think that's actually when
I thought he just left Earth.
Well, I think that might have come about when he was basically when he was like Age of Apocalypse, or when he became an agent of Apocalypse, and then like it kind of stuck with him. I'm not too sure about that, but I know like most times like that just kind of sticks with him.
Doesn't make any sense, but
is like, I love the fire. He is fire now.
Another thing that happened in the
was great.
something else that happened in the comic I would like to discuss. They mentioned Storm. Abigail Brand cannot locate her. She is
Yeah.
not on Earth. She is not on Mars. She can't be located.
Well, that's actually not true. She said specifically she's not on Earth. She's not on Krakoa. She's not on Araka where I can see her, which means she could be there because she just can't see her, which could mean she's actually in like one of the tumor spots.
Yeah, that's fair. That is an option.
Yeah, the no place.
Yeah.
The no place is a good option. I feel like anything other than a no place, Abigail Brown would have eyes and ears.
Right.
One option I'm thinking, my theory is, we have never seen the waiting room. I used to mislead you guys into believing that the waiting room and Legion's astral plane realm were the same. They're not the same. I went back and read them. They are distinct realms.
Okay.
They are separate realms. The waiting room, we have never seen it. We've only seen the entrance, and the entrance was like a garden. It was like an Eden like location. We have never seen it. We don't know if all 10 million mutants are living there. I mean, 20 million or whatever, how many million mutants are living there. We don't know if they're cognitives living there in like paradise. We don't know what the waiting room looks like. And Magneto is dead, and he doesn't want to come back. It's possible that he's in the waiting room and doesn't want to return, but he's in the waiting room.
Yeah, well, we know for a fact he is dead. And Storm, once again, like taking another thing that doesn't belong to her, is basically just like she's stealing, like just like Soldier Boy said about Drake. Like he stole my toe, like she stole my entire flow. Like
we never got to see it. I hope we see it.
She's taking his outfit.
We didn't see it in this issue, did we? No.
No. Well, it was it's hinted out for later on.
No, but remember, Magneto always has stuff stolen from him. Mystique and Destiny stole the whole Brotherhood of Evil Mutants from him without even talking to him. She's like, let's get a group together called the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. What about Magneto? Fuck him. He gets everything stolen from him. He got his kids stolen
his
from him.
identity got stolen before by Zorn.
And Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a 90s
I think
thing.
it's funny. Storm, once again, she's
I
don't know if she's gonna call herself Magneto now, or if she's gonna call Stormy or what.
Stormito.
Stormo.
Maelstrom.
Stormo.
Kind of thing. Magnet Storm.
Yeah, I like that one. Magnet Storm is kind of cool. I like that.
So I think there's at least a possibility that she's in the waiting room trying to bring him back.
Like she's gonna debut a new outfit, I bet.
Yeah.
We might see that in Omega. But in the next X-Men Red, well, I guess in a couple in X-Men Red, we don't know how long this whole. My worry is that Cable is going to solve this way too soon, way too quick.
I would be concerned. I would have the same concerns if it wasn't Al Ewing, because Al Ewing, he likes to build things up, and he's been doing that for the last couple of years. So like, I think he's going to give us everything we want. Like, this is what a payoff is.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
See, Teeny Howard, Cy Spurrier, all these other guys. This is how you write comic books. I'm actually going to meet her in a couple of weeks.
I will say specifically, Cy Spurrier did a good job. Cy Spurrier did a good job of Constantine, or Hellraiser. Is it Hell? Anyway, the Constantine run, and and that got canceled. But like, he even gave a satisfying conclusion. So like, he can write.
Cy Spurrier is working through his daddy issues with Legion of X.
And Tom King has been working through his mommy issues for most of his books now. So
hey, as long as I'm not the only person who sees it.
Tom King.
But
I think that's it. Go ahead.
Either one. It's just like,
I think I have
this book was so good.
So I think I discovered I think there's like a bit of a plot hole in the comic.
Okay.
particularly in Abigail's plan.
Mhm.
And I guess it could just be a missed element of her plan, but so part of her key elements of her plan was she apparently orchestrated the terraforming of Mars for the intention of taking over the planet and becoming Sword Planet
Yeah.
1, whatever. Part of the thing though she says is, if possible.
Okay, all right, real quick. I'm gonna say that's all cap. I'm gonna say that's all.
We thought Magneto came up with the.
They did it themselves. I'm saying she wants to genderify Arakko. She wants to get her all the mutants and make it her own little Avengers world.
It takes away from Magneto because we thought Magneto planned it.
Yeah.
We thought that was Magneto's whole grand plan, was the terraforming of Mars. But I guess Abigail seeded the thought in him. But so the plot that for me the plot hole is that she says, if possible, remove the Iraqi. If possible, shouldn't that be the entire plan, is to remove the Iraqi?
I suppose so. She might be trying to commit genocide. Yeah, that might be it.
But if possible, so if not possible, what?
If not possible, she'll probably put in if she can't just get rid of them outright, specifically, she might just put in like a puppet government or something to where she can like have control over them, which isn't too, I mean, it is kind of difficult. Oh, actually, actually, it would be possible, because if Vulcan had been in charge, if Vulcan had won and been in charge, then she would be controlling Vulcan, and Vulcan would be controlling those guys. So it's not impossible.
So I think there could be a missing element to it. What I think is possible is maybe she wants Storm to be queen. Possible.
Maybe.
As the puppet queen.
I suppose so, but then I don't know why she would put so much emphasis on Vulcan. That's the big thing that's thrown me off. It seems like Vulcan was her big ticket. And then
And no, it just kind of feels like she wanted Storm until she get like, Storm is harder to control than Vulcan.
Yes.
Or maybe she wants Storm as Queen of Arakko, and she wants to put Vulcan back on the throne of the Shi'ar. So she's controlling two empires.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know we don't know it right now. I will say, of all the things that Al Ewing's been doing, the most Vegas thing he has been doing has been with Abigail. Hopefully it's not just like, I want power for power's sake, because that would be kind of lame. But that just kind of seems like it's weird. It's like Abigail Branch is just like, my plan always leads to a bigger plan. And Nick Fury kind of had that too, but Nick Fury still, I'm about to say Nick Fury. Nick Fury, he actually still had an end goal. Like ultimately his end goal was basically to basically have not control. He was coming from a good place, basically, like I want to be able to protect my country. Abigail just seems to just be like, I just want to control. So it's weird. She just seems to control. So I do want to see like what her end game is.
He's a control freak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I have a theory about how this ends with. So I don't think. So we can't. So there's no way to defeat. There's no way Vulcan can kill the Empress, because she just resurrect. So killing her doesn't matter. She just resurrect, and it doesn't seem to affect the throne, because it didn't affect her throne last time. Why would dying again affect it again?
Maybe because then, like, when she's dead, he can say, hey, technically speaking, I have a claim. I have a right to this throne, and she's not here to contest it. Huh?
He died previous, so I guess so he can just say that. I guess he said that.
No, he didn't die.
No, he died most recently.
No, he didn't die. They just
grabbed. He died by Tarn.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah. So he did die himself. So he can't say that I've never died himself anymore. So it doesn't make sense to me. So I think how it ends for me is we're getting. I want to say Fire and Ice, but she's not really ice. But a marriage. And she's kind of young. She's kind of young. She looks like she's like 14, which kind of puts my theory off a little bit.
Who's she gonna marry?
Vulcan.
Vulcan would be her uncle.
Vulcan? This is not Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Vulcan would be, because technically speaking, he's still married to Warbird.
She's Xavier's daughter.
No, you missed my point. No, Vulcan used to be married to Warbird.
Oh, uncle by law. That's
Yes.
Bird, but yeah,
no
it-
blood.
Sorry, yeah,
That's-
sorry, Warper.
and
Yeah, sorry,
Death
also
Bird.
she was pregnant.
That's Game
Yeah,
of
that's true
Thrones.
too.
That's okay that's Game of Thrones level of incest. Okay.
I mean, it's not incest because, like, by definition, but I'm just saying, like, that would be her uncle in law. Yeah, but he would know. But like, the issue is
No, I wouldn't say that's
the issue is the issue is though he's still technically married to Deathbird.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay, all right. I was thinking like the mutant side. Okay, never mind. You're right.
I imagine the mutant side with
That's
her.
oh god.
She has resurrection access, so she's almost you can't really beat her. She has Storm on her side, and she's immortal practically.
Unironically,
And
he
her
was still,
dad.
unironically, it would be cool. It would be interesting if like they had worked it to where like Kid Cable comes back and then maybe he's up for like marrying her because they would be around the same age.
Which is we have a full powered Vulcan right now.
Yeah, allegedly until he loses again.
Yeah.
Like,
I
we'll
don't,
see.
that's the point is I don't want him to lose. I'm hoping he doesn't lose because this is supposedly the most powerful he's ever been.
He's like
Or-
Vegeta right now. He is the Vegeta of this story. He keeps saying he's powerful, but he keeps getting washed.
I'm
Don't do him dirty
the
like
king
that.
of all Saiyans once again.
No, to be fair, Vegeta has never said king. He has always said prince. So I give him credit. He needs to eventually become the king, but he's never
Prince.
said he's always said
You're
prince.
right.
Of all Saiyans.
Right.
First Prince or something too, I think maybe.
First prince. Wait, that's not even true either because he's actually the second prince. Well, sorry, he is the first prince because Trunks would be the second prince. That is true. You're right. That is true. Or he could just be the prince. I guess
thought you
right
said
now
the Fresh
technically-
Prince. I'm like,
he'd be the
You
Fresh
know,
Prince. I think right now he'd actually be considered the Prince Dowager because his planet is gone, first of all, and like technically speaking, Trunks should really be in charge now of anything, but we don't really follow that. So
n-
that's the
And,
difference.
oh,
Like
but
like Game
my
of
thing
like
is,
Dragon
what
Ball
is
Z
Orcus
Game,
going
Game
to?
of Thrones.
But my thing is, what is Orcus? Does Orcus know that Brand is playing them? Because
Yes.
you would think they would know,
They have to.
or they have an idea.
They don't. They shouldn't. If they don't know
Like,
that she's
and
outright
they're-
playing them, they have to at least know that like they can't trust her.
What do you mean playing? Like they have
Yeah.
to know she's in Sword, and they have to know Sword is operating with the mutant.
But they have to know that like they're not. They have to. Well, for me, playing means like they know that like she does not have the intention of Orcus at heart, and like they know like they're waiting for a backstab.
Right.
I think that's okay though. I think that's also
So
I think that's
much-
allowed in Orchid.
so much meat in this issue.
Yeah,
Every flower petal of Orchid
just-
is allowed to operate independent of each other.
that's
And
correct.
some of the petals did really stupid shit.
Right.
But independent doesn't mean you count. But independent shouldn't mean you get to actively counteract or destroy another petal.
That's what Nimrod's doing though, but fair. Nimrod wants the death of all humans.
Nimrod is a no, yeah, but so does Moira in Omega Sentinel. No, she does. No, Moira doesn't want the death of all humans. She wants humanity to look good for the phalanx.
Yeah, she looks. Well, yeah, she
Which
thinks
is
that.
weird.
Well, a couple things. She thinks that humanity should be on top. Like being a mutant is a disease that can be cured, and I don't know, self-hatred.
And the Quiet Council should be tortured slowly to death.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't even blame the Quiet Council. It's really only one person. It's two people, really. Maybe three. There's three people that she should be actively trying to kill. And that is number one, Destiny, number two, Mystique,
Talk
number
about
three,
it.
Pyro. Everyone else should be fine.
The Quiet Council
Damn.
voted. for
I
her.
thought you were gonna say Charles. I thought you were gonna say Charles. Like
No,
she's
he was
really
doing what she
mad at
wanted.
Charles.
No, he was doing what she wanted, honestly. So it's like there's no reason for her to even be mad at him.
I think they ultimately voted for her death though.
But she
That's why Mystique. That's why Mystique is allowed to hunt her.
Yeah, no, even that's not true. Like Mystique and Destiny actively were going to kill her. The only reason that didn't happen was because of Cypher.
Yeah,
They
but Cypher
actively
didn't,
were going. Oh, go ahead.
he didn't
Mhm.
stop. He stopped him physically, but then he said, if you can still do it, but I'm going to tell the council and you're going to get arrested.
Yeah, but because that, I mean, but that still makes sense though, because once again, that still makes sense though, because you can't necessarily, I mean, you can just call it like attempted or an incoherent crime, but you really can't go like you can't you shouldn't be able to punish somebody before they've done what they've actually tried to do.
Right, but now she is so the fear was the punishment from the Quiet Council that they would be both sent to the pit. Destiny said in 24 hours we would both be in the pit. If we kill her now. But then they hunt her the next day. So it seems like the Quiet Council voted it's okay to kill human Moira.
Well, to be fair though, hunting someone and killing them are two different things. Hunting, like they haven't killed her yet. I think that's the big issue.
So you think Mystique is bringing her back alive?
I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I don't know what Mystique is gonna do. That's like it seems it's okay. So like going like because that was in in Mortal X-Men or something like that. I forgot where it was. Whatever that was. It's like the reason Mystique and Moira wanted to kill Moira was because Mystique and Destiny wanted to kill Moira was because they were happy with this timeline that they were in because they were together. And they were like, if she dies, then like that could be a timeline where we're not together. So that's the whole thing, which is weird to me because I'm like, you could just put her in like a coma. You don't have to kill her. So the thing they did was, they got the anti-mutant gun, made her human, and then they were going to kill her. And I'm like, okay. So, like you kind of, yeah.
I mean, that's a way to do it,
right? Which wholeheartedly goes out the window once you.
Whole thing,
right.
No, the whole thing with it's funny because like if they were to kill Moira, nothing would change because Sinister already has clones of Moira, so their time is protected.
Yeah, that's the thing that got me. So yes, they don't even. Well, Destiny should know that, but I think maybe Sinister has some kind of thing that's blocking her from knowing that. But it's like that goes out the window now.
It's really easy to block enemy, though.
I think Sinister learned that after she was already depowered. And I'm pretty sure it was during the Quiet Council where they revealed all the secrets. And then Sinister was probably like, oh my god, resurrection powers? Control all of space and time? Oh my god, I need it now.
Yeah.
And somehow he got it, I guess.
Basically just get to restart. Yeah, you get like a free restart button.
Yeah, save files.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, I was rereading Inferno recently, and I just don't understand why Moira was so angry. He's like, "Oh, you guys are not doing the job." Like, are you serious?
Because
you're not doing the job. You're lying to everybody.
No, yeah, that's the point though.
It's weird.
Whole thing wasn't that she didn't want Krakoa prospering.
Right.
She wanted Krakoa. Maybe a Krakoan human country in the future, maybe, but her intention was to depower everybody, and they took multiple steps to do it again. She wanted Nimrod killed immediately. She fucked that up horribly, and then she got mad at them for that.
Yeah,
and then
no, that was Mystique's fault though. That was Mystique's fault because she did not do her job. And then she's like, "Oh, you gotta bring back my wife." Like, you don't get an advance when you do a bad job.
Well, actually, no. I think to be wait. I think she did do her job. I think specifically they said, "Oh, you could have also killed like that one lady who had not come back into the store for a while, mind you." That's kind of funny. And then they said,
"Yeah,"
but she's like, "Well, that's against like the rules of Krakoa." He's like, "Yeah, but you could have killed her." Like that's kind of funny.
The one time I will agree. The one time I agree. So Mick Elroy always talks about how they could blow up the station, and I typically don't agree with it. The one time I will agree with it is before the birth of Nimrod. So they should have just sent a fuck ton of men and just took out Nimrod before. But they said
I think Nimrod was there. No, I think Nimrod was there. He just wasn't cognizant.
They sent an assassin to take out Nimrod. Like, who does that? You don't send an assassin.
Okay. Here's the thing. No. Here's what they should have done. Remember that bomb that Mystique had? She got from Forge. All she had
Oh,
to
yeah.
do was really go through the gate, roll it like a bowling ball, and like go through the other gate, go through the gate again, activate it, and just watch from Krakoa. Like, oh, Orcus, yeah, it's gone. Easy.
Yeah.
But she wanted to be nosy. She didn't want to do the job. She was being extra. She could have. Mystique does not, and then she says, "Oh, I did everything I could for you." No, you didn't. You didn't. Like, you were giving us 20%. You were not giving us the full ass. You were being a quarter ass, and you're a dick. And then plus, Mystique's always been jealous of Charles because he got Rogue. He got Rogue to control her power. He did more with Rogue than she could have, and she hates him for that.
Huh? I never thought of it.
Yeah,
that.
Mystique should go into the pit.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Because remember,
yeah.
when Rogue joined the X-Men, it was on Mystique's. She said, like, I need you to I want you to control your powers, and I can't do that. I'll send you to Charles. And she hated herself for that. I'm pretty sure Destiny told her to do it, though.
Yeah, it is kind of weird when like you have like a precog that can see the future and then like you lose.
yeah, Destiny ain't shit.
But she's useless, though. Destiny is useless. That's just my opinion. I think Destiny is completely useless.
Even her Omega level feat, I call it her Omega level feat. Maybe I'm being a bit optimistic on that, but I think she said herself her most power. She only had one vision like that previously, and that was what she wrote down the Destiny Diaries, and she just had it again, where she saw like 12 different futures, and that she claims that was her greatest and most vivid vision she's ever had. So I call it like an Omega level feat because probably the most powerful precog moment in the comics. That I don't know. So maybe it's an Omega level.
It's the only precog moment in history. Like, she's the only one that's really known. Because in Inferno, the Cuckoos called her the greatest precog of all time. I'm like, okay, all right.
Well,
you're throwing that word greatest around way too much.
The Iraqi apparently have this bloodline of Yaddles, or I call them Yaddles, but it's like Yeedle or something, but Yaddle, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Apparently they're all precogs.
Yeah.
Iska just killed one of them. Maybe she had a daughter. Hopefully she had a daughter, or else that bloodline's been lost. We'll see about that. What happens with that.
We will.
Apparently they're Omega level precogs, but I think Destiny might be equal to that or more powerful. But in that vision, it was
I don't know.
It's kind of bullshit. Nothing good.
I don't know. I don't think. No, the reason why Destiny is such a weak character to me, she's doing all this because she knows that her wife does not matter at all, and she wants her to matter so much.
No, Destiny is.
It's like
Destiny is a narcissist.
You're playing a video. It's like, right? No, it's like she's playing a video game. She's trying to go for the best possible life, and she's trying to use all the cheat codes, but it doesn't work.
Fair, but she wants Mystique to be below her. She would never be okay with Mystique having more power than her.
We'll see about that. I'm not too sure about that. Has that like what have you seen so far that kind of suggests that? It kind of seems like they at least project the idea that they both like being equal.
I think Destiny likes to portray them like equals, but in Destiny's own mind, during her Immortal X-Men issue, when Mystique voted 1% different than she thought in her mind, she had precogged that vote and knew how the vote would come out. And Mystique voted 1% different than she thought. And Destiny had to think in her mind, do I actually love this person? Do I know this person? It was complete narcissism.
I suppose so. I think it's just the fact
No. Basically, she just went that crazy.
I see what you mean by that, but I think specifically
No,
that just
sorry,
might be like
Destiny.
because like she probably thought that she knew her exactly, and like I don't know, it's kind of like how when you're with someone or you're a friend of somebody, you think you know them, and you think that they're gonna definitely go left and they go right, and it kind of surprises you, but you might even go like, oh, okay, well I thought I had a good gauge of you, but no, okay, like I might still have to know that stuff about you. I think maybe I get what you're saying, like I could definitely see like the narcissist angle, but I could also see like, you know, I thought I've been with you so long. I just thought like you would always go this way, but here you go. Even if it's a percent, like here's you going that way. So there's still an avenue of you that I just don't know about.
I think it was in regards to the attack on the
I just wanted.
Celestials, and it would have killed humans.
Mhm.
And Mystique was like 1% not okay with killing humans, and Destiny was like, she should love me more than that 1% of killing humans, like something like that. Go ahead, Elroy.
No, but no. It's just with Mystique. Okay, I understand why Mystique is totally okay with killing humans because Mystique has seen a lot, and that Destiny hasn't. Well, maybe, but just it was just like I think my wife is nuts. Thank you, Destiny. You kindly caught up with the rest of us.
Well, Destiny
God,
is
she
nice
sucks.
too. But yeah.
No, they both suck. They're a trash couple.
Yeah, I think that's the point. I think that's the purpose though. Like they are
How do
horrible
they
together, but they somehow make somebody better. Like they think that they make each other better in their horribleness. I think that's fine. I like that kind of. I like people tragically in love.
Fair.
How is Beast and Abigail a better couple, like than Destiny and Mystique? That's funny.
I think Beast and Abigail are more comical together, but like I don't know. I guess if anything, Destiny and Mystique are better because they actually know what they're doing is wrong. Beast pretends what he's doing is okay.
Well, Abigail and Beast is a partner of equals. Beast would not let himself be manipulated, and well, maybe he does get manipulated, but he doesn't let it happen. Mystique is just Mystique is abused. She's I think she's an abuse victim. She's being controlled and all that. All the worst manipulated traits.
I like that.
Shows.
I really.
I'm not trying to give Mystique too much leeway because she's not a victim herself. She's a bloody assassin that murders people and it's done on her own. Destiny was dead for like 20 years and Mystique was going around terrorizing people.
Well, it's just like that goes back to my point though, because so Destiny was dead for all those years. She had a very intimate relationship with Sabretooth, and now I don't know. It's like that's the weird thing. I was like, and now they're going, no, it was always Destiny. It was always like literally she was dead. And Mystique literally moved on and had, like I said, an intimate relationship with Sabretooth. And now you literally threw him away to say, like, no, it was always these two. I'm like, man.
Not only that, my friend, we forgot she got with Forge when they were on X Factor. She hooked up with Iceman. She was playing him, but it looked like she was kind of into him for a minute.
If you no, it's kind of
Xavier.
She's even married Xavier.
Damn.
And she also tried to get with Gambit. She tried to get with Gambit, but it was like just to show him that he was bad for Rogue. So it wasn't like an intimacy thing. It was more like a sexual thing.
It was a catfish thing.
It wasn't even catfish because I don't know. Like that's the thing I was guessing about Mystique. Like at least in the movies, where like just like, oh, I'm ugly, I'm hideous. Do you know how many people would have sex with you just because you're a blue girl and you can transform into anyone? Like that's like it's crazy.
She has issues.
Almost like with Nightcrawler, I can somewhat get because he looks humanoid, but he has he has his hands and the tail. But I'm like, nah, I think that's like I think 60% of people would be okay with it. I think there's like a strong 40 that wouldn't, but I think 60. I think majority would be fine.
Mystique has enough physical alterations that you would have to fetishize her to truly find her attractive. So she would probably not like that.
I'll say it again.
Sabretooth did.
I think you have to fetishize it.
Sabretooth did.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think that's. I mean, that's true, but we're talking, but we're just talking about attractiveness, and a fetish by definition is like you'll be attracted to something. So those two things don't go like those two things sync together.
Seems like most mutants kind of lean towards pansexual.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
body doesn't matter.
Cyclops has been pretty.
Yeah.
Cyclops has been
No.
pretty human. I don't think he's ever. I'll say this. Cyclops, when he was a teenager, like he did get with the alien. So maybe, but like, yeah, like for the most part, I actually had to push back on that. I'm trying to think mainstream, like I'm talking like mainline too. I don't know if Wolverine's ever gotten with an alien. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think he has.
No.
Yeah.
Colossus has though.
Yes, he has.
And Xavier and I guess Beast. Would you count Brand as an alien?
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because like, well, that's what they do all the time. Like,
Okay.
even like, X-Men are supposed to be like, well, mutants supposed to be like this allegory for like race, but they're almost always like white people, or like they're supposed to be they're supposed to be an allegory for LGBT, but most of them are straight. Well, most of them are straight. But it's kind of weird. So like, it's like, oh no, they're also pan, but like most of the people they fall in love with are literally just humanoid. So I'm like, okay, or human passing at least.
She's more than just
Right.
humanoid. She's an actual. She's
half alien, half mutant.
Right. No. So we've had this debate many a time. She's a human. She is human. Human doesn't mean Homo sapien. Human means a category
She's a
of hominoid type people. The Neanderthals are human. So as long as she has part humanoid Homo sapien blood, she shares a DNA link with humans. She walks on two legs. She would be a human.
All right. So yeah. So then I guess you don't count.
yeah. I mean, what about Atlantean? What about
Yeah,
would you call the
evolved-
Atlanteans humans?
Who?
Atlanteans are half human, half deviant. Which would make them mutants. Bang, bada, boom.
Wait, they'll make them mutants.
That
No,
does
the
make-
only mutant. Well, I think there's like two mutants. Like there's
Deviant-
Namor, and then I think there's also another Atlantean that's also mutant. Funny enough.
Deviants have an X gene. Deviants are the
Deviants have
are the
it.
X gene.
No. Having an X gene. I don't think just having an X gene. I think it has to be an X gene that's active, because like even humans have X genes. It's just not active.
Not all humans could walk through a
Right.
gate.
Yeah. I remember that.
Deviants
Like,
can walk through a gate.
No, wait,
No,
no.
but
Wait, say it again.
Not all humans can
Kids
walk
would-
through a gate, but deviants can. Sorry, go right over.
Not all humans can walk through the gate, but
No,
deviants
but-
can. Yeah, so that means something. I mean, I guess what you're trying to say. That's fine. I guess what you're trying to say is like humans are farther from mutants than deviants, which I agree with. But deviants doesn't necessarily mean that you're automatically a mutant. That just means you're closer to a mutant than a human would be.
It means the X gene is active.
Okay.
To pass through the gate, you need to have an active X gene.
Also,
They
mind
have-
you,
they have-
I'll say it again.
To pass through the gate, you need an active X gene.
I guess the best thing I can say is maybe they're changelings, because changelings means like your X gene was active at birth.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically mutants, like their X gene
Oh,
activates.
like multiple man.
Yeah, it activates when there's another person too that's actually a changeling. I forgot who it was though. But it activate, but like X-Men, mutants genes activate at prepubescence, or activate during puberty. Like that's what kicks it in. But most time it's like when you're 13, 14, 15, when puberty is. So like that's the big thing. So technically speaking, I am curious, honestly, if we were to get someone like Cyclops when he was like 6 and see if he can walk through the gate. Because maybe the answer is no. And then when his powers actually activate, then he can go through, because then like his power that means that his X gene is actually active.
If this was a real world, we would see it,
All right,
because we theoretically have baby mutants about to be born who are still human until their powers manifest in whatever time.
Right.
But what about Nightcrawler though? Nightcrawler actually, you know what? Nightcrawler could be a changeling.
He's half demon. No,
But his
he's half
parents
demon.
were both acted like
Yeah, go ahead. Nightcrawler is half
Oh
demon,
no,
half
like
mutant.
Azazel's a mutant.
True. He's a mutant.
No,
He's
Azazel's a mutant. He
he's
he
mutant.
just said that he was a demon just because he's into theatrics. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, there you go.
Azazel's a mutant.
All
He's
right,
an
well, there you
old.
go.
He's an
So he's
old.
still mutant.
Like to act. Yeah,
Okay.
like the whole demon thing. That was just theatrics. He likes to. You know how he is. He's as dramatic as Magneto. I'm surprised they've never met.
I would argue he's a mutant that became a demon, but either or, same diff.
I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, you joke, but that pretty much seems like that is what's going to happen because, like, there are some previews, like Nightcrawler has full on like horns now.
That's gonna look cool, and apparently he's gonna keep them for at least for Krakoa, for the age of
Oh
Krakoa.
yeah, I saw that. No,
And
I
but
know. I
Krakoa
like
might
that.
not be-
I saw I was reading the preview earlier, and it's like, any other questions? Anything that besides what's on my face? No, we're good.
Actually, yeah, I am curious with it. I wonder if he's gonna like. I wonder if that means like that he dies in like Otherworld or something, and then he comes back like that. That would be. I'm curious how he gets that.
They kind of explained it. Some force. Apparently, multiple people get upgrades. It affects multiple people. I don't know if multiple people keep it like he's supposed to keep it. But his horns won't be as long. Apparently, they're gonna shrink down after
That's unfortunate.
But
No, I want the full horns.
Yeah, I like the full ones.
He got it. He has these horns.
They said it's some old X-Men villain, so maybe Elroy will recognize the name. I don't know the name yet, but some old villain is gonna be reintroduced that has some ways to like mutate mutants, something like that.
It's Tarn, the Untarn. Like it's Tarn coming back.
It's Tarn's brother Barn.
Oh
Barn.
God, no!
His twin brother.
Barn.
That's the twin.
Barn.
It's the sinister Tarn.
You killed my brother.
I don't even know you.
Oh God. You. Oh no, I would like to see Azazel up in Region of X. I mean, like, since like Cy Spurrier is working through his daddy issues, let's adjust that focus from Xavier and Legion to Nightcrawler and his father.
If he ever dies,
I think it'd be interesting to see.
That's one thing
I would like to see Azazel meet up with Destiny and Mystique.
That would be awesome. One thing I want to know is, so
can you imagine?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So something I want to learn about is, so we have the Phoenix Foundation and how they can resurrect people. And apparently they're going to be resurrecting mostly children, but they did state that they will have opportunities for resurrecting adults if they're important enough. Like if this person is going to solve cancer eventually, they'll resurrect that person. So for instance, I'm getting at is Doctor Strange.
How would they know though?
Well, I guess it would just be like the Earth's best scientist. If the Earth's best scientist dies, you can resurrect. They could the family of that scientist could apply to have him resurrected. If you're like Nobel Prize winner, you could apply maybe. Basically, the world's best and brightest could also apply as well as the children. So if they resurrect Doctor Strange,
isn't this what that Chinese diplomat was saying at the Hellfire Gala earlier this year? It's like, hey, we can make this resurrection thing work. Just say super elite have access to it, and we'll make it. Everybody else will go with it. It seems like we're going that way,
right?
But I always thought, wouldn't it be? But would it? Oh, sorry.
So real quick, so if they resurrected Doctor Strange, me and Corey were talking, and apparently Doctor Strange is currently Mistress Death has control over Doctor Strange's soul, and has like resurrected him as her avatar. It's her servant, so she controls his soul. But what happens if the mutants resurrect him? Do we now have two souls? Do we have two Doctor Stranges? Does his soul get I think it would just be like a dead body. I think this would be confirmation that the mutant resurrection summons your actual soul. Because if you resurrected Doctor Strange, Mr. Death is too powerful for that. His body would not, even if you upload his memories into the body, it would not be alive. It would just be a dead body.
Not necessarily, because we have had stories before where like Doctor Strange has lost his soul, but he's still been operational. So it might just mean that like he has like his mind and body, but he doesn't have the soul. Like that might be something that might be maybe it's a Doctor Strange that can't use magic.
So did that kind of did the mutants have souls, or are they just talking bodies without souls?
Yeah, I know they talked about that before way back. I know that way back in like Powers of X, like Nightcrawler was like, do we have a soul? Like when we come back, are we making like a new soul? Or is it the same soul? So
I wanted that answered. I thought we were kind of getting to it.
Go
ahead.
I thought they explained it when they brought back those X-Men that they brought back first, like when Magneto and Polaris were talking, and she's like, aren't they just empty bodies? And Magneto said, this is where Xavier comes in, gives them their mind back. I think their mind is essentially their soul.
Right, that's what they're trying to say.
The essence of who they are. I mean,
I don't know, because we could have two people though. We technically could have two, like we could have two Cyclopses, technically speaking. So we don't know if the soul splits or like the soul actually.
We have two Wolverines.
Exactly. We can do duplicates right now, and so how does
two Wolverines though?
Does it generate a new
not duplicates?
The old one.
Remember that
a lot of this makes sense.
Remember, we have that Wolverine that's still in the vault.
We have the Wolverine still in the vault.
Remember,
yeah.
We still have the Wolverines in the vault, and so we have the Wolverine next Terminator.
Exactly. Do we have two?
So like you could do both.
It seems to be a perfect copy,
Yeah, she's gonna die.
It seems like it might be a perfect copy of the soul too. What'll be interesting is a lot of this makes sense now that we have the waiting room and the astral plane realm. Those kind of seem to be like, they've called the waiting room Elysium. They call it the mutant Elysium. Elysium is the Greek heaven. So it's a Greek afterlife.
Yeah.
So the waiting room might be in the astral plane.
Right.
We don't know where the waiting room is located, but the waiting room might serve as the afterlife for the mutants, and that's why Magneto could Magneto implied that he would be going to the waiting room, and then you could reject the waiting room. A Rocky, they all reject the waiting room. Every single Rocky, when they die, they basically get the option. It's kind of like when they die, their souls all of a sudden get like an option. Do you want to go to the waiting room? Nope. So they just go to hell or something.
Yeah. Or the afterlife, wherever they go.
Wherever they go.
Also, I have this theory about, wouldn't it be crazy if they were able to like allow humans on Krakoa, but the moment you walk through that gate, it activates your X gene? Would that be possible?
It would be possible. That would. I mean, it would be possible. But like, wait, because like that might go back. It'd be like Age of Apocalypse. Sorry, no, Age of Apocalypse. No, Dead Speed Picture Past, but in reverse. Where like any human that goes there, like if they ever had an X gene that's going to be activated, it gets activated. So that'd be interesting.
I think that would work that would work on their public relations. I mean, like most of humanity's hatred of mutants just comes from jealousy. It's just jealousy.
Yeah, I understand that, but then there would be some humans that would never have it. So that would just increase that jealousy.
And I've always felt like there was a percentage of humans that never manifested their abilities that could have. Had they been on the right traumatic event at the right time in adolescence, they could have activated their X gene. And they never did. And they the whole lives they had now to work.
Captain America in another in this Mutant X, they encounter that reality's Captain America, and he had an X gene. He had an active X gene. So like, I think you're right. Like, it just depends on Mutant X, read it. When Havoc gets stuck in an alternate reality where Madeline is his wife and he has a kid and he's leader of this group called the Six with a vampire Storm, Beast,
Bloodstorm,
who looks more reptilian, Iceman, Iceman, who if he touches you, you die, and Archangel, or as he's called, the Fallen.
Angie.
Hawkman. Oh, funny. But how are we feeling about X-Men Red this week?
It's still canon material, and that's why I still read it. It is I will say, of all the books I've read so far for X-Men in this journey, like it is consistently giving me what I need. I will still say it peaked at number, I believe it was number 3, X-Men Red number 3. That's still the peak. It has not beat that yet. But that was a perfect issue.
I don't know. I don't know. It looks like they're Ewing's about to give us something better again. He's about to get us with that 1012.
I'm fine with it. Bring it. Like I said, that's like I said,
really
consistently.
good.
I've had fun with this series, and I've it rewards you for reading, which is always great.
Yes. Also, I cannot wait for Immortal X-Men spotlight on Xavier.
Yes.
Finally, we get somebody writing Xavier and not just writing a version of him, because we never get inside his head. We don't even know how he feels about anything. And now he's just like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, but do it anyway. I like Xavier. He's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
He tries. He really tries.
You know, they obviously...
And also, really...
No, sorry, keep going.
If we're gonna be real, Xavier's whole way is probably the way that benefits everybody. Magneto, he would just kill all humans.
Well, you claim that, but specifically, it seems like the opposite. It's like if push on the shove, Xavier will choose the humans over the mutants. So at least that's what Magneto fears.
No. But no, with Magneto, he proved that he was a hater. He's like, oh, I die like a warrior. Oh, look.
Well, you can be a hater and still be right though.
But he basically called him a bitch.
Yeah, proverbially, yeah. Like only time will tell if it's true.
Xavier. Yeah, I mean, we all know what Mystique and Destiny would do. We all know. I don't know why, but I don't like Nightcrawler on the council. He's too.
What?
He has more position.
It just seems like he's
I feel like Nightcrawler, he's kind of redundant, but Mystique is like definitely more redundant. Exodus kind of redundant.
Kitty Pryde is the most redundant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That could be anybody.
The entire
AKPC.
The entire Hellfire Gala, not Gala, the Hellfire Club, they're all kind of redundant.
Oh, so even Storm?
She's not a Hellfire.
Is redundant.
Storm ain't Hellfire.
But she is part of the council.
Right.
No.
No, she's good.
No, but like Emma all redundant.
It's the one true goddess. We all know it.
I will say, I think they do need like a space.
She's
person.
not a god. Okay.
Just wait.
Brand? No. God, no. No, sorry.
The next issue of Judgment
what about
Day
Zandra?
Omegas is called Judgment Day the Omega. Who do we know is the Omega? That's obviously Storm.
That's not true. There's many Omegas. There's at least 10.
There are at least 12.
Oh, excuse me. There's 11 now because Magneto's dead.
who's really pissed off wearing a
Ah,
cool Mega
There's
costume?
several Omegas. Oh wait, Omega Red, you're right. Damn it, it's right there in front of me. Damn it.
That's not even funny.
Omega Sentinel.
oh,
That's even worse. We all know that
I'm
the
dead.
Omega is Storm. Storm is
He
the
has
most
Omega in his name.
Omega.
Kid Omega.
If Storm is not the most powerful
Oh
Omega,
wow. Oh no,
powerful Omega that's fought in this war.
The most powerful Omega to fight in the war? No.
you're moving the goalposts, man.
I know we got Legion.
They've all fought in wars.
Legion did a dance off.
Doesn't matter. Still counts.
Yeah, he did.
He
Wait, hang on,
loves-
hang on,
Okay.
hang on, wait 1 second. Because in X of Sword, are you saying that dances don't count? Because guess who didn't dance?
Wolverine.
Storm.
No, not for the comp. No, she just danced. She just danced to have fun.
And X of Sword, she danced.
Yeah, for fun, not for the competition. Wolverine had the dance competition.
He refused.
Yeah, he refused.
I'm
Uh,
so
Yuri-
tired
Yeah, but he
of
lost to
Wolverine
Yuri.
thinking that he's
Yeah.
everybody's daddy.
Who? What was that, Elroy?
So he's tired of
Wolverine.
Wolverine being someone's daddy.
I'm so sick. Or thinking that he's somebody's dad.
Fair. He has definitely. Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, I know that is annoying because Wolverine has a lot of faults and he should not be dadding anybody. He's a terrible father. He plays Russian roulette with his kids. With his like 9-year-old daughter, he plays Russian roulette with.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I would call child services. Like anytime you leave Wolverine with kids, you just know that one of them's gonna die.
That's true. At least one person. Then again, I will say Armor. She's been pretty. I don't think she cheated over that. I still think Armor's been one of the better Wolverine proteges to date. Even though she does some of the same lame tricks, like, oh, I'm gonna have my own power, but I'm also gonna make like Wolverine claws because we always gotta make Wolverine claws. Like we can't just learn from him. We gotta actually copy his powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cable did that too.
Cable did do that. I know. I will say that might be a reference to Robert Kirkman, like because in Ultimate X-Men, like Cable was just Wolverine. So I'm
Yeah.
not too sure.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
But the thing with Armor though,
Just
I
the
didn't really.
claw.
I never read all those old comics with Armor, so I don't really know their relationship. The part that I don't really like is that Wolverine. The only real thing. So Wolverine is supposedly one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel universe.
Yes.
Whatever. That's just whatever. Everybody's a good fighter. So the thing that actually I think he could teach people tracking a little bit. He can teach people tracking. That's obviously one of his go-tos. But more importantly, something that's wholly unique to Wolverine is his control over his berserker rage or his feral instinct or whatever. That's something I would like to see him teach more of the animalistic mutants, is the feral control.
Yeah, but then
Okay.
he would
For those
condemn
people
them.
that, yeah.
He condemn like anybody who loves the fact that they're like an animalistic mutant. He says, "No, you don't know what you're doing. Then when the beast comes out, it destroys everything." I'm like,
Even though Beast could teach you that
I
too.
hate you. I hate you so much.
It's true though. These
Wolfsbane could teach that.
these Zoomer mutants have never suffered anything in their life, and that the first time they lose something, they're gonna go berserk and they're gonna kill everyone around them.
Wolfsbane lost her son.
That's
She's
true.
not a Zoomer. She's like 26. She ain't a Zoomer. She's a millennial.
Wait, so who you consider a Zoomer mutant then?
Wow.
The New Mutants.
The New Mutants? Wolfsbane is a New Mutant.
No, the New Mutants.
Okay, because I'm like the old New Mutants are part of it. Okay, you're talking about like Gabby and them.
The Lost Club.
Yeah. Those kids.
Well, Gabby lost her sisters. She lost 2 sisters.
She's definitely an exception. Okay.
I mean, she's a clone, so she doesn't count.
Wow.
So
She didn't even get
Right.
judged by the Celestial.
Uh,
She's not even a real person.
and like, just what? Okay, she's real. Okay, hey,
Maybe she
you
didn't get
guys
judged.
remember
Because
I
don't have a
was
soul.
dogging her out. Oh, come on. Leave Gabby alone, man.
Hey,
no,
man.
what she added to the table.
She's
might
a
as well
good
be a
person.
ginger.
Wow.
She is literally bite-sized Wolverine when we already had that in X-23.
She has the makings of being a worse Wolverine.
But she's an adult now.
Yeah, and so they couldn't even handle that. They just had to, we'll make another small girl Wolverine.
Yeah, imagine a Wolverine with no pain receptors at all. She has the makings of being an even scarier.
That could be. I mean, once again, I didn't read it too hard at Sunspot Left. Like, have they ever explored that? Like, oh, like I can literally, like, I'm this killing machine. I really am a weapon because I don't even feel pain.
They don't have
no, because like she's more.
Go ahead. Sorry.
She's more happy-go-lucky. She's
Yeah.
like okay with her powers because it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
So
no.
like she's like la 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 stab.
Or that could be a thing too.
Stab.
Like she can't empathize with people because like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, she doesn't know what pain is. Like that's a like for a child to not even understand it. Like that's like a big part of like I think that's a big part of like knowing that you hurt people is like, okay, well I feel like I could get hurt too, but she can't even like figure that out because she's never felt pain before. So that's something that you could explore.
She and like if she like lives as long as like this, there'll be real trauma in that. Like never have ever in 1,000 years ever explored what pain feels like. That could mess with you.
No. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad because like she can just go to a telepath and just like can you help me experience? I want empathy. She can go to Aunt Jean and have her like I want a little bit of pain. Oh man, this has been a great discussion.
Right.
This has been so X-Men Red, great, love it.
Always have been. Yeah.
I can't wait to yeah. That's one of the constants. But X-Men Red, X-Men, and Immortal X-Men are the gold standard. Everything else, trash. Just throw it away. Also, I'm not reading New Mutants anymore. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that limited series disguised as a team book.
What Escapade? What's her name? I forgot her name.
Yeah,
and like the new.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot
her
the
name.
newest
Escapade.
mutant. Yeah, Escapade. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I did Escapade and dropped that book.
In 3 years, when Wolfbane's son gets resurrected, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Oh
But
God!
until then,
I hate that book so much. Till
I mean,
then,
hey, you
I'm
know
1407
it's
Raymond
fine.
Lane. So I hate this delay. Next week we'll be back on my laptop. So
That's fine.
But
Yeah.
Sterling Silver, Master Jarl, I'm 1407. Oh, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys something.
Yeah.
I Googled myself and yeah, I found out that I come up 4 and 5 on the Google search. So
Okay,
I'm happy.
You understand that like that could be just catered to your laptop. You have to type in your name in another lap. You have to type in your name in a neutral laptop.
Google does
Fair.
kind of do.
You have to.
You had to ruin it.
I'm just telling you. No, you could still come up
you
with
just.
a pop. You gotta use neutral. You gotta use like a neutral thing to see if you pop up. But no,
Silver, what you just did,
like
was
like sometimes I'll type. Yeah, go ahead.
No, what you did did was essentially like a Simpsons episode. I'm Martin Prince. I'm like, yay! And then you just come wrong and just punch me in the stomach.
No, the same thing happens to me a lot. Like I'll type in something. Like I used to do a lot of reviews on Power Rangers on the comics, so I would type in like looking up stuff.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, and then like my review would be like the fourth one was like, oh wow, so pop up. Like, no, wait, it's my laptop. Of course that'll pop up. Like so.
You're right. You're right. We are the AKPC.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon.
Yes, we will.
Oh wait. Ah, crap. Damn it.
These are the behind the
Lousies.
scenes that people don't see.
Damn it. Right? I'm trying to. Okay, here we go.